What a beautiful song. What a beautiful, relaxing song. No? Yeah. Very nice. Today's Tuesday, right? Yes. Another day, another fight. Live. Do you like another day, another fight live? Because sometimes we encounter some problems, some bugs, some issues, right? Hello. um, yeah, sometimes we encounter some resistance, resistance to our project evolution. But we don't care because we will win the final war. We may lose a battle here or there, but the final war is anyway ours. It's probably even designed by us, so we cannot lose it by definition. Yeah, that's probably why we're not going to lose, because we define exactly how we are going to fight. Yeah. So probably the lesson learned is pick your battles, choose your battles so you win the war. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another stream of the game that has never been finished. But maybe one day it will be finished. Maybe. Okay, so what we want to do today? What we want to do today? First of all, today I have a beer and chips next to me. I don't know exactly why, but I decided that I wanted to eat some chips and drink some beer while streaming, or anyway during the stream, or now. I mean, I think the stream didn't make any difference, but so I have some chips. If you want to hear the noise, and I have some beer. But so the idea of today is to continue with our roadmap to 0711. You cannot make development and see the football game. Well, in theory, yes, because you can. I can watch on the other screen what I want, but I would prefer watching, someone playing video games, a streamer playing video games, than watching football for sure. I don't like football too much. Hello, Yorlak. Hello, Jan. Hello, Hula. Welcome. So in our roadmap to 0711, we have fix bow ammo. But the first thing I need to do, I need to understand how it was working in the old game, because I don't remember exactly. So I want to check, because definitely we did some changes to right hand, left hand, both hands kind of wielding. And we did it because we changed the way we attack, because we have basically a different combat system compared to the old game. But I want to understand a bit better this thing, right? So how does it work? I need to understand a bit better how does it work. So we are going to go whatever here, and what I need if I can go out of, yes. I need a bow, right? I don't know if I have a bow, but I think I had in the other, in the Unreal Engine version, and considering that the inventory is ported, yes, in fact it's exactly in the same position. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, if I keep a bow, I put it here in the middle, you see that it's automatically keeping it on the left. If I put it on the right, if I put it on the right, it doesn't allow me to. That can be a good idea. That can be a good idea. I don't know why in Unreal is not working. So this game is the old game, huh? Don't be fooled. This one is the old game. So let's do this. Let's say so we want bow to, the problem is that it's only bow, because if it's a crossbow probably will be slightly different or not. Bow to be equipped only on left hand. So this one I think we need to do. I don't know why it's not working already in Unreal, considering that the code is the same, but I think I changed it so much for the new combat system that now it's no more the same. Okay, then if I try to attack, right, if I try to attack, maybe let me teleport me in a place. We have the wait, probably we have a place where we have monsters, which is pretty close, which is just here down in the tavern. Okay, perfect. So we have two nice rats in the tavern, typical place. And we are going to attack. Okay, so immediately saying you are out of ammo. So you actually recognize that I don't have any ammo at the moment. Okay, fine. Who is this person? Refitia is an NPC. So I will spawn some arrows. So arrow, iron arrow. Iron arrow 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we have arrow. If I attack, it will still say out of ammo because the arrow need to go in the right slot. It is a bit annoying, I have to say. You see? So basically, in the old game, there are two things that we don't have in Unreal. One is that the bow is automatically going to the left, and the fact that we can anyway put arrow in the right hand. While if I try to put anything else, there is a mistake though. Hey, no, this we are not going to allow it anymore. I mean, you cannot have a bow and a shield because a bow is used. Well, it's also true that then you don't have the ammo. So, I mean, in theory, we could even allow it because anyway, you cannot shoot, because until you don't put at least one of those here, you are not able to shoot. Wow, I killed it one hit. Okay, so I think I understand how it works, and obviously if you try to put the bow in the other hand, it doesn't work. And so this is allowing only, okay, now The thing that I'm not completely convinced is, I mean, I don't understand exactly how it works, is why in Unreal that check for the left hand, sorry, the right hand ammo is actually not working. Because in theory the code is the same, eh? So we should have ammo is not here, huh? Ammo is not here. But move from inventory. Move from inventory to container. Exchange inventory equipment. So basically this is the place that, okay. Check for slot compatibility. I think this one is the one that is allowing you to drop the bow only on the left hand. So actually it's inside PS character inventory. It's a long time that I don't start the little guys, huh? Maybe we start the little guys. Where do you want the little guys? You want them in you want them in YouTube, or you want them in oh fuck. One second. Don't worry, I'm coming back. Don't worry. Oh, there is an update for stream avatars. Don't worry, I'm coming back. I'm here. Okay. Hello, Raoni. Welcome. I think we will go for YouTube, eh? We will go for YouTube. Let's go. We should change the background maybe. Now if you speak, you will have an avatar running around the screen. But you need to speak, and YouTube needs to work, because sometimes it's not working. So the question is, why this code is not doing the same checks? Why this code is not doing the same check? It needs to fit into that slot. Ah, it's here. It's this piece. If item requires both ends, make sure the other end is empty. Otherwise, make sure the other end doesn't require both hands. But valid slots. Is in the item itself? Maybe it's in the item itself, boys. Name like bow. I think if we check, for example, this one. Bulk both hands. I think I changed this. Unfortunately. Change all bow to be two-handed. I checked what happens on migration if an old character has bow on the left and the other item in the right hand. Simply we have to manually movement. Okay, that's good. But I think the old system was smarter though, because here I basically changed. Hello, Sean. Why you are so amazing? What is that? What do you mean? I mean, because I'm a programming tiger. Yeah, I understand a programming tiger is. He knows something normal. You know what we can do? I think we can do an additional check. We can do an additional check on the item. Now, it's a bit a pity to do an additional check, because the reason is that we need the bow to be both hands, so that he knows that he need to block the other hand, right? Even if I have to say that the old system was kind of working, because the old system was using left hand. If I search the bow, in the old system, let me see if I can do it. I'm on the other screen, 1 second, but if I go under items and I search for bow weapons ranged, yes, and I go with a longbow. No, wait, there is the unreal one. It was too easy. I need to go in the old one, so again, ranged bow. Yes, yeah, you see, in the old code is left hand. I mean, in the old database, instead of bulk both hands, so in PS Legacy, bows are bulk left hand. So it allows you to put it only on the left hand. What is the problem of that and why I changed it? I changed it because this was the only way for me to know that the only slot available was... No, sorry. I did it because if you click with your mouse with the left or with the right, is anyway picking up the right weapon, which is the bow, right? Which was a bit of a stupid fix, but on one side was stupid, on the other one I think was good. So I'm just reasoning on how we should do it. What is the best way to do it? One way to do it is to say, very simply, to say but we don't know anymore. We don't know anymore. Because we don't know anymore that this is a bow. Unless, yeah, probably is in the weapon type. Yeah, in the weapon type, we have it, but I don't know if it's a good idea to rely on this. Because I could do a check. If item type is equal to bow or short bow or long bow, Probably there are only two, long bow, short bow and bow, yeah. I can check if it's equal to these two. I can allow only the left hand. Is this meaningful or not? I think it could be meaningful. So I mean, it's not great, but I could do an if item type. Item type is what? Is a flag system, huh? I could do if get item type and then whatever short bow, which I hope is no. Item type is a string. Ay. This item type is read as a string. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Show it to me again. PS item type. We need to go in PS item stats. I don't believe it. Get weapon type by name. Interesting. Hello, Marcelo. Good day. No, we cannot use that. We cannot use that. We cannot use that because it's converted to a string and we really don't have that kind of information. So, or we leave... I think at the moment, you know, we leave the fact that the player should put it on the left hand. Yeah, holding your arrow in the right hand is weird. Yeah, I was thinking the same, but then the reason is that you can use different ammunition type. So imagine that you have an iron arrow, a fire arrow, an ice arrow, and you want to use a specific ammunition. You put the ammunition in the left hand, in the right hand. Right? So you can choose the type of ammunition to use. Because at the beginning I was also thinking, okay, let's just have the code check if you have ammunition in the inventory, right? Which could have been an option, but this will prevent us to do different ammunition types, which is anyway a pity. So. Okay. So for now we will leave it like this. So you need to put it on the left hand yourself. If you put it in the right hand, it will just look stupid. But for now, I think it's fine. It's not too much of a problem. What I want to do, I want to be sure that when you have put the item on the left, you can actually put the ammo on the right, and I think at the moment, unfortunately, it's not possible. By the way, I think it's pretty stupid that you can put the ammo on the left and on the right. I mean, why? I mean, is this just to confuse people? Or because there is a reason they like crossbows? Crossbows are crossbow in the old game equipable on the right? No, in the old game are anyway equipable only on the left. Also the crossbow. So I think what we can do, we can force the ammunition to be on the right, and so we are good. The arrow is right hand, left hand. So the arrow like this. So we update, and then we update item stats set value slot equal to bulk right hand. So in this case you cannot go wrong because you are forced to put it on the right hand, right? Where name equal to iron arrow, which I guess there is only one. So so in this case, the server is down, by the way. The server is down, but okay. I will do it also on my copy so that we are sure that if we test, I did it in production as well, but let's do it also in this copy, in this dummy database. Okay. Updated row 0. Why updated row 0? Why? Because here we call it bronze arrow. Why we call it bronze arrow, I have no idea. Okay. Okay, in the dummy database is different for whatever reason, but okay. Yes, but we would like to have different ammunition type. It was down all day. Do you need it? If you need, I can start it right now. If you want to play around, I can... Yeah, we can start it. We can start it. Okay, it's starting up now, okay? It's starting up now. So... Can I shoot the arrow glyph? No, because it's not an arrow. It's not ammo. There is a flag in the database, which is this one. You see flags that is saying that this one is ammo, while this one is a glyph. So you will not be able to shoot it. But good question. Good question. So I think we can close the old client because I understand how it works. So now we are forcing the ammo on the right. The problem is that I think that if I try to put it on the right, At the moment it's not working because this condition will fail. I think it will pass this one, but then it will be blocked here. So if the item requires both hands, make sure your hand is the same. So what this guy is doing is other slot equal to proposed slot. If character slot is right hand, is left hand. Otherwise is right hand. Okay, so he's just basically checking what is the other slot. And then he's checking if the item is fitting in both slots. Okay, and is our case in the for the bow. If other and fit slot characters both hands. Okay, so here we should add a value, and we should check if that particular item is ammo. And if it's ammo, we will allow it. So let's put a breakpoint here. Let's run the game. Let's run the game and check that. But I'm pretty sure it's going through that. Very sure. So we will start the server in debug mode inside Visual Studio, so we can trace everything that it's doing. And we will start the client normally. Because we don't care about it too much. Because the problem is on the server, not on the client. Yum, 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 yum. By the way, if you want to configure your avatar, you can do it. I think is extension. Don't remember. But it's anyway the link that sometimes pops up. Yes, that one. If you click on that link, you are able to customize your avatar, so you can change like the hat or the glasses or the items. What? Okay. It doesn't compile because the client was open. Are there any, while it's compiling, are there any new bugs open today? I don't think so because the server was down, but yes, you Shlu opened a new one. Platinum Steel Dagger below 150. This is for the, unfortunately you reported as bug tracker, but is for 710. Yes, for 710. Category is not bug tracker, but it's something else. If you craft a platinum steel dagger over 150 quality, let's say superior steel dagger, you will show up in the inventory as platinum steel dagger, and is stackable with other platinum steel dagger. Only as a man you will see that is superior. These happens in Legacy, eh? Yeah, but apart from happening in Legacy, yeah, in Legacy we're not reporting bugs anymore. We don't care if it happens in Legacy. What we care is if it happens in Unreal. Can you test the same one in Unreal and let me know if... and let me know if it happens as well in Unreal? Because that's what I need. If it happens in Legacy, I don't care anymore. We will never fix any more the bugs in Legacy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We need to move on. We are in a new era. The era of Unreal. Can do if the server is up. Okay, okay. Yeah, the server is up now, I think. Or not. Yeah, it's up. I think it's up now or it's going up, but it's nearly there, nearly there. Okay, so we start the server, we start the client. So I don't understand what is the expected result. So the expected result is not stackable also in the first point, in the first part? I don't know. No. The superior? The superior should not be stackable? Is what you're saying, or? Why my Visual Studio is super slow? What is going on? I don't understand what he's doing. Tetris soundtrack, always the best. Bam. So the best way to report the bug is to say what happens, which you described very well in the bug, and what is supposed to happen, right? So what you expect instead that happens. And then we need to see if the crafting people agree to it, but... Okay, we need a bow. We don't have a bow. I think it's probably called something like longbow. Okay, let me spawn the arrows first. Item, bronze arrow. Okay. We see it. And then we need a bow. It's called the longbow. Okay. Longbow. So now we have a longbow. Okay, so if I want to put this item and equip it, yeah, by default it's going on the right hand. It's pretty annoying. but anyway. It should go on the left hand, but you can put the bow wherever you want, right? The fact is that if you try to shoot and you have a target, it will tell you that, by the way, the new client is so much better. When I look at it, it's so much better. And by the way, the clacker is not flickering anymore because I fixed it. If I try to... What? What's going on? Sometimes he's doing that, I don't know why. Okay. If I try to shoot... What the fuck? It actually worked. No, it told me you are out of ammo. Okay. It told me you are out of ammo. By the way, the monster rotated versus me. So even if... I think when you are out of ammo anyway, the monster understands that you are attacking him. Which maybe is not the best, but this is what is going on. You are out of ammo. Okay. So now if I try to put this guy... here, in theory we should trigger the breakpoint, yes, as you can see, and this one will return false because, exactly, okay, so my theory is correct, and actually you cannot equip an arrow, so we need to change this code, and we need to say if the item requires both hands, make sure the other hand is empty. And there is this first part. Let me just improve a bit the comments. Determine which one is the other end. So here is determining which one is the other end. It is checking if the other requires both hands, then check that the other is empty. And here is checking if it's not both hands, but it's this or the other. It's checking if the other is empty, and the other fits in the slot both hands. But I also need to check if the item that I'm putting in so my item if it's ammo. So I think I need to say and me is not ammo. The problem of that is how do I get if this one is ammo? I think I can check the flags, no? I think I can check I think we have something like is ammo. I'm pretty sure we have is ammo. I'm pretty sure we have is ammo. If I do item is ammo. So if it's not ammo, right? So it means that if it is ammo, this thing will return false automatically. and so it will invalidate all the rest, and so it will allow you to put it. Yeah, no, the problem is that, but if it's no, it is a mistake, huh? Because if the other is empty, if the other is full, I think I need to do another check here. I think I need to do another check here, which is if the other, because the other must be empty, huh? The other must be empty. Because if the other is full, it automatically returns false because you cannot put it. Yeah, so I think I should do it this way. Wait. I think I should do it this way. I think I should do it this way. So on the other end must be empty. If it's valid, it's returning false. And so if it's empty, we check if it's fitting into both hands, and in that case also we return false. Yeah, but this one actually we can put it here. Yes, this one I think it goes well with this one. I think is more logical. And then we only do the check for the ammo here. Ah, fuck, no, because it is except... Hello, developer. Are the items structures? Well, they are classes, actually, because our items are pretty complex. So we have a full class, which then contains structures and other stuff. So now I'm struggling a bit with this logic, because this particular check is fucking us up, because it's the one that says if you have a bow. Okay, if you have a bow, no, but I think it was correct though. It was correct with a single statement, no? Let me read it again this way. So we are saying that it's not possible to put the item in the other end if the other end is full, which is this check. If the other end is and here is the trick. So this one needs to be a separate check, because if the other end is fitting in both ends, so for example is a bow, I need to be sure that the one that we are putting in is not ammo. Yeah, but in this case it is an end, no? So at the end is end. And the item is not ammo. So in case it is ammo, oh no, I think I should do or, wait. I think I should do or is ammo. Ah, fuck. These Boolean things are always fucking up with my mind. Always. These Booleans are fucking up with my mind so much. So the other end should be, if the other end is a bow, if the other end is a bow, my item can be allowed only if it's ammo. Okay. Yeah, let me split it, because otherwise my mind is going to blow up. So this is returning false. Easy. If he's... yeah, the problem is that if he's not... oh my god, I'm going crazy on this one. I'm going crazy. If the other is full and is both hands, if the other is full and is both hands, I need to check if my item is not ammo. No. I need to check if my ammo, yeah, it's not ammo, it's not ammo. And in that case I return false. So it is exactly the same of saying and is not ammo, right? Right? Or is the not fucking us up? I don't know. I will test it. It's too annoying. This boolean you know, the negative boolean returning false is fucking up with my mind completely. It's fucking up with my mind completely. Like I cannot parse it, you know? No, I have the... Is empty is this one. Is empty is other.
I have your brain scanned and permanently backed up in case something terrible happens to you. Which it's just about to.
What is happening to my brain? And the Izamo is this one, so... This is anyway comparison with integers, so performance makes no difference. There is no performance play into this. There is comparison with integers, so your CPU can do trillions of that in a second, so one more is making zero difference. And the item is not ammo. Testing one at a time or testing them with and is the same. I mean, if you do if something and then you do then if something, is the same or doing the first and the second. Yeah, it's simpler to understand, yes, sometimes. Sometimes, yes. Anyway, when we have it down, you know, we will not change it again, so... And by the way, I wrote it here. I just need to write here that... make sure it doesn't require both hands unless the item... Oops. Unless the item is ammo. Okay, doesn't let me type because the thing is starting. Unless the item is ammo. Yeah, the end is no. I think it's the negation of the. I think what is confusing me is this negation of something that is in an end, and the fact that we have to return false, and the fact that it's the other end. So. This is the other end, this is our end. And it's like 4-dimensional. You know? I think at the end it's simple, but sometimes these Boolean thingies are fucking me up. It happened to me many times. Mainly when it's the inverse, when it's the negation, when you negate something and then you have to return false, and is in end. You're like, what the fuck? How do I have to think about it? I have to think about it upside down 2 times, so it's back to where it was. The standard screenshot feature. What do you mean? Is Windows key Shift S. It's beautiful. Use it. Okay, so in theory, if I try to put, let me see if we have our debug thingy. Because it's different from the original value. Okay, anyway, if I try to put the helm here, it should not allow me, and in fact, it's not. But if I try to put ammo, it worked. Okay, if I try to put ammo, it works. Now, I want to try another trick though. Okay, that's pretty good. That's very good. If I have another bow, what happens? Item, longbow. Item, longbow. If I try to put another longbow, okay, it doesn't let me. No, it's okay now. The check is good now. So basically allows you to put the drum roll. It basically allows you to put the bow only on the left hand, and you know that I absolutely want to swap these two. Like, why we should have the left hand to the right and the right hand to the left. Well, the reason we have that is because in theory here in the middle there should be your character, and so you see him facing you, right? You see him facing you, and so his left is your right.
Clap, clap.
Well done. Hello, Phoenix. Hello. Doesn't work with Linux? What do you mean doesn't work with Linux? I mean, this will work anyway. Okay, so it works. It works so we can place ammo here. So now I want to see if that ammo is actually getting used for something. So if I go in combat mode, I don't know why sometimes combat mode is fucking up. Okay, and I want to shoot this guy. He told me something, you must face the enemy to attack, which is kind of weird. And he didn't use the arrow. Because he's... Really? Yes. He's considering a normal weapon, he's considering the speed factor of the weapon, and the actual combat resolution happens only when I... He didn't remove the ammo though. He did it, but he didn't update the inventory. He consumed... This one doesn't exist anymore. This one is a fake item. You see? Okay, so it doesn't update... after you shoot an arrow, it's not updating the inventory telling you that you shoot it. That's bad. But anyway, this check works, huh? This check works. So this check is good. Now we can load ammo in the second hand. Hello, George. Welcome. Yeah, we had a lot of progress. We released the new alpha. And I think we are in good shape. We are making big steps ahead. We need to... But we need to continue to push. Continue to push. There is no rest. No rest. We need to continue to push to ensure that sooner or later we can shut down the old game and use the new one. But we're making good progress. At the moment I'm fixing bows. Okay, so we need to understand why when you shoot an arrow... Is it working in the old game or not? Probably yes, because in the old game everything works. But I'm wondering why in the old game it works. But it probably is working. How fast are the compile times in Unreal? Depends. Let's say if you touch a header file which is shared by many other classes, it can be a bit annoying. Like if I touch, I don't know, PS character, which is our main character class, and I touch the header, it can be a bit annoying. May take too much. Too much to be smooth. But if you only touch the code, the CPP, or if you touch a header that is not very included, very widespread, I think it's very reasonable. I think is okay. The problem I have is IntelliSense. IntelliSense is a pain with Unreal. Is really a pain. So everyone is saying that I should use Visual Assist. The problem of Visual Assist is that it's pretty costly. So you basically, if you buy Visual Assist, which is, in theory should solve the IntelliSense and fix a few other things, is $279 per year. So every year you have to pay it again for it. We need to use this one, which is a standard license, because we cannot use the personal license, because we are a company anyway. I mean, we are not, but we are. The whole thing you must face the enemy? No, why? I think you must face the enemy. I mean, if you are shooting an arrow, this direction, for sure you will not hit your targets. You must face the enemy. IntelliSense is super slow. IntelliSense is insanely slow. Sometimes. Like if I want to get this, you see now it came up quickly, but sometimes it takes forever. And also if you do like right click, go to definition, sometimes it's super slow. Now this time has been good, but it's just because I said that. But sometimes it's super slow because it goes also to search on all the Unreal Engine classes. So it doesn't stop at your project level. And that's the problem. Yeah, obviously in the old game it works. Obviously, everything works in the old game. Okay, so we need to check where in the code we are sending the fact that we lost one arrow, because obviously we are shooting one arrow and so the arrow is no more with us. We need to check where in the code we are removing the ammo. Which actually is getting removed also in Unreal, eh? So the removal is good, it's just the update of the inventory that is not good. I think it should be somewhere in Combat Manager, eh? No? No. It should be inside attack, maybe. So if the weapon is ranged and the weapon use ammo, blah blah blah, do all these nice checks. And is it a quiver? Oh my god. We can put a quiver as well. Ah, you can put a quiver. Holy shit. If you can put a quiver is a problem though, because so I might check it doesn't work anymore, because this one works only with single arrow. Is anyone using quivers full of arrows? You're spamming the bug tracker, metallurgy is a mess, not even crafting. What do you mean? We tested it, it was working, but yeah, if you find some inconsistency, put them in the... Just be sure they're doing things right, because in theory it should work. Also because the code is pretty much the same. Pick the first ammo we can shoot. I need to understand when he's removing the ammo, but... Maybe it's inside effect. Because here inside, it is just doing checks. I think it's happening. I think the removal of the ammo is happening when... use the ammo. I see. Easy. Use the ammo. Attacker data inventory, remove item ID. Item ID. If use the ammo, attacker collect attack. Character manager, update item view. Well, actually... he's trying to update the inventory. Yes, it is. Why that is not changing? Maybe the inventory window is up, updated. Maybe we are not changing the quantity. Maybe we are not changing the quantity. Or maybe we're not removing the item. Let me try to spawn more arrows. Bronze arrow. Let me spawn like 4 and move all 4 here, and then try to shoot an arrow. Yes, now we decreased it. So it doesn't remove it when it's empty. It doesn't remove it when it's empty. Why? Why? So you see now it went from 2 to 1, but now He will not remove it. Yeah. Now we will not remove it. Even if actually removed it. But so this is kind of a ghost item. Okay, I think it's in the code that does the update of the inventory. Let me see if I can fix that as well. But at least now we can shoot arrows, which is nice. That one is inside the editor. Because it's in the blueprint. It's mostly UI issues which are breaking my workflow. Ah, okay. Yeah, the UI may be a bit simpler than the one of the old game, but if quantity equals 0, destroy item. I wish it would be that simple. Unfortunately, it's not that simple because we are sending the inventory from the server to the client, and we are sending the new inventory, you know, so the one that does not have the arrow in. And then the client is basically trying to figure out the differences. Right? And it is getting done inside character BP receive inventory. There should be a inventory something. Probably is inside player controller then. Yes, the receive inventory. So there is the function is receiving the inventory and is sending it directly to the window. Okay. We're using a sort of cache, so there is a bit of additional, but you're setting your name every time? Okay. Check for cached inventory. I think we can clear all slot pictures. Clear all slot pictures. From 1 to 32. So actually we are clearing everything in that, but we are not clearing the equipped one. It seems that we are clearing only the bulk. Bum 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 bum. Populate field inventory slots. I don't understand if this function is used only for the bulk items or if it's used also for the equip. I don't know. In theory, I should be receiving all of them. In theory, I should be receiving all of them. There is a debug anyway, so we can check the. I'm printing out the slot that I'm updating. I'm printing out the slot that I'm updating. So, okay. So let me check in the log. I think anyway we are not clearing out the equip slots. We are clearing out also only the backpack slots. And this is why the bug happens. And this is why the bug happens. Updating inventory slot. Updating inventory slot. Updating. Let me search this directly, which is the one that we need. What? Doesn't find it? Is it updating server side and then... No, this should be client side. This should be client side. I think so. Element inventory in array 48. Ah, because I skipped it. Fuck. Now we need to reconnect it so that I see what it's doing. I need to reconnect this, boys, because I needed to understand what is up. But I'm pretty sure that we are updating only the one in the bulk. We are not clearing out the only problem is that if we are not clearing out, when you swap an item, when you remove an item, there is something that I don't understand, but let's see. This printout will tell us, okay? This printout will tell us, and maybe we can even add the item name. Let's add even the item name, so it's even more explicit. Pam 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 pam. Now we have another problem though, which is the timing of the bow, because which is the timing of the bow, because if you are looking away from your target at mid of the speed factor of the bow, it will be a problem, I think, because we are at there's a bit of a mess in this. There is a bit of a mess, but I think I can fix it. I just need to think how. But so, for example, now we should have received, right, the new inventory, the full inventory. There it is. Like updating slot, you see that now it's printing all the inventory that we received, right? Bronze arrow 28. Okay. So 28 in, okay. So now we're gonna do this. We're gonna item bronze arrow. I think let's use only one. Okay, there are two. There are two. Fuck, I want only one. Okay. Okay, we have 2 arrows now. We have 2 arrows. So I'm going to shoot at this guy. And the arrow becomes 1. And in my log, I received that in the right hand, I have still the bronze arrow. And the slot is the slot 0. Haha! Because the slot is the slot 0. And not the slot 1. No, but it should work anyway. Wait. If I do this... If I do this... You see that slot 0 now is empty. I'm just a bit scared about this one. Have cached version of inventory. If we are using the cache version... But you see that actually the slot 0... Yeah, but the problem is the same. So when I do this, right? When I do this, and I go like this, and then what? I think I understand or not. I think I understand or not. Yeah, anyway, we are clearing only the backpack. So that one is not cleared. The one is cleared by the movement. So okay. So we needed to clear... Okay, I think I understand the problem exactly. It's a bit long to explain, but... basically the point is... that here we are clearing... all the slot pictures in the bulk. But... we need... also to clear the right hand in case of ammo. I think probably it's better to clear the right hand and the left hand, both of them, because anyway the items will be recreated down below. So I think we can say that I think we can do this. I think we can do this. Clear also right hand and left hand. Oops. Right hand and left hand in case they contain ammo, which should be calculated / removed. We should be, yeah, removed if it's the last, ammo, the last I don't know, piece, the last item in the stack, right? So I think that if we do this, Maybe I can do it before that. No, let me move everything a bit to the right. And then let me go from here to here. I think it's better if we do it this way, otherwise it's a mess. It's a spaghetti code. And then from here we go back to here. Okay. I don't think I need this one anymore. I think we can remove it, but the printout. I think now it will work, because now we will clear out. So the problem was that it was not clearing out the... I think we have the same problem with the containers. Someone told me that if you move item from containers, it doesn't clear them out. I think I can check that bug as well. Why it doesn't compile? Ah, the target. Holy shit. The target. The target is a good question. The target. Okay, we have an item really. It is called right. Okay. We have it here. We have right hand and left hand. Okay, so I think that now, by the way, all of this should be moved to C++ because having it in blueprints is the worst thing we could do. But since there are still some adjustments that we need to do to this code, I will leave it in blueprint still for a bit of time, and then I think we will move it to C++ as soon as it's kind of stable, right? But that is very inefficient because this one actually is executed so many times, and really makes no sense to have it in blueprints, because every time you change. And also we should change the inventory system, but this is for another release very far away from now. But because at the moment we are basically resending the full inventory when something changes, which is ensuring consistency, 100% consistency, but is super inefficient. And yeah. But this is the way it was done in the old game, so I didn't change that. But it's super inefficient. Very, very, very. You know, very, very? Very, very, very. Okay. We spawn our arrow. We can put only one. So now in theory if I shoot... that thing it should go away from the inventory. Ah, you see? You see? Okay, so that bug is also fixed, which is very nice. Now, with the bow we have a bit of a problem of timing, because your attack will actually not complete when you release, but it will complete slightly after, based on the speed factor of the bow. And that is a bit annoying, but I think that's also something I want to fix, but I will fix it another day. Okay, this bug is fixed, which is very good. There was another bug. Someone told me that if you have a chest on the ground and you move a stack from it to a keep though, so if you are moving it not to the bulk but to a keep, is not clearing up. Let me see. So if I move this here, no, it's working. Let me try from here to here. No, it's working. I don't know, there was a bug. Someone told me that from a container, from a chest on the ground, there were some problems, but I don't know if it was in the bug tracker or not. Okay, let's check these bugs that you are pointing out, Shlu, because I don't know, it seems there are a bit too many, but let's see. Unable to select and move a stack of ore or other item by holding the control key. What do you mean by holding the control key? Because in the old game you can use the control key. That is not implemented in Unreal, but we can do it. What was the old game doing with the control? I don't know. Unable to select and move a single item of a stack of items by holding the shift key. So these were probably shortcuts they were working in the old game, but they are not. I think they are not implemented in Unreal. I mean, I'm sure they are not implemented in Unreal because I didn't put it in. So probably they were available in the old game. We can put them again. The problem is, who knows that? I mean, which player know that is available? But it seems a good idea anyway. So I think we can implement it again. Should not be too hard actually. Well, it's not. It's also not too easy, but just because the way we manage because control is now. I mean, shift is for sprinting, and control is for crouching. We couldn't crouch in the old game, huh? Very bad. I understand. So if you press shift, oh wait, if I press shift on this, yes, it's taking 1. I press control on this. No, control is taking 6. But yes, the shift is taking 1. Control, you said? I mean, control doesn't seem to do anything. Shift, yes, it takes only 1. Let me read again what you said. Unable to select and move a stack of ore or other time by holding the control key. Can you clarify the control? Ah, the control key is taking the full stack. I understand. It's taking the full stack. Not 5. Okay, it's doing the full stack. It's doing the full stack. Can I? The problem, you know what is it? Is that these 2 keys are actually used for something else now but maybe we can check if he's pressed. But anyway, it's a good report. I understand. I think the report is good anyway. It's something that we may do. What do you mean by there is a timer? In the sense that you have to do it. You have to do it in a certain timing, or what? What do you mean by there is a? Why? What do you mean by you rely on quickly moving orange stock around? I mean, if you do it slower, what happens? They burn, and so they don't melt properly. When hammering the anvil, no animation is shown. Yeah, I think we have probably an animation, but I don't know. Yeah, this should be checked. We have an animation for hammering, so in theory it should be there. I think the progress bar was there, but I may be wrong, but I remember that we had the progress bar for crafting. I mean, for sure it's there. Maybe it's not showing, but it was there. There is a window on the left that is popping up. When crafting, meaning when you are like hammering or doing things like that, right? Because if you are just using a furnace, it doesn't show you the progress. If you can move your stuff in time, it burns. Ah, yes, because it burns. Because the furnace is always on. In theory, you could turn it on and off. Maybe it would be better, but... So, give me an example where you need to move stuff, you know, in the furnace at the right time. So, for example, which items you have to move? Like 5 of a type, 5 on another type, 2 of another type, or so like you need to move like 2 or 3 groups of items. Yeah, but I'm trying to understand the mechanic, because I think we should change it. I mean, instead of implementing, even if the shift I think is nice and the control is anyway nice, but I think it's handy, you know, as I think it's a handy tool anyway. But no, what I'm thinking is if we have a crafting book, I don't know if here we have any crafting book because this is the dummy database, but still, even in the dummy database, we have Book of Crafting. Don't remember if this one is... No. He's not a book. He's not... It seems he's not... Yeah, he's a mind item. Wait, valid slots. Ah, okay, one of those. For example, this one, Garrett Way bread recipe. Okay. Garrett Way bread recipe. Now, because this wall mechanic that you have to move the items, I think is very annoying. So what I'm thinking is, let's assume. So did you see the new books? No. So the new books are showing you how things are built from the bottom to the top. If you want to melt 5 platinum, because you spread them out. No, because I was thinking something else. I was thinking, like, if this one... Oh, I didn't remember I added the colors. Very nice. I was thinking, let's assume that you need to combine. The problem is that between 1 egg and 2 eggs, fuck. Because I was thinking, what if I put a button here, you know, at the bottom, that you click on it, and if you have the furnace selected, let's assume that this guy is the furnace for a second. Obviously it's not. Maybe this one looks more like a furnace. So if you have the furnace selected and you click on this guy and say I want to make this, it's automatically transferring the items from your inventory to the furnace, right? For the one that you clicked. Now the problem is that, as I can see, certain recipes are variable. So the button cannot really know how many you want to put. Unless he allows you to choose. So there is like a small box with, you know, 1, 2, 3, and then you click on put. Understand what I mean? What I mean, what I mean is that, like, combine between 1 and 2 eggs, between 2 and 5 milks, between 7 and 12 flours, between 1 and 2 eggs, between 2 and... Why saying between 1 and 2 eggs again? Is repeating this twice. I don't know why. But okay, that may be a bug. But let's say that you have... Let's say that you click on this thing, and then you have eggs, and then you have a number, and then you have milk, and you have a number that you can change, right? So you click on the arrow and you say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, flour, and so you, I don't know, here you select 2, and then you just have a button here which is transfer to container, right? So you say transfer, and if you have if you have the container selected, whatever it is, even if it's a bag, even if it's a chest, I don't care at that point. It can be a chest, can be a forge, it can be any container, whatever, any container, excluding a person. You click on transfer, and it's just taking the stuff from your inventory if you have it. So in this way, you could do it multiple times, right? So you could keep this 1112 or 552, click on transfer once, then check what is going on in the forge, get the result, move it to your inventory, and then click transfer again. Right? How do you see that? How do you see this idea? The problem is that we will have to match exactly the level, right? But I think it's only for the combines, right? The problem is the combine. So when you have to put a number of items in a container, right? The problem is the variability, but I think this way could be reasonable. The problem is that actually because you see that at the moment not all the levels have but anyway, I mean we can also have other ways, you know, we can also have, do I have a container here somewhere? I mean, we have been discussing to improve that, but we never... Fuck, I don't have the containers here. GG! Probably because I didn't load the items. Yeah. Because I didn't load the items, but in reality... it should be there. This is an old problem anyway that we wanted to fix, but we never had the time or willingness to do it. But but the original, I mean, the idea would be that if you have the container selected, right? If you have the container selected, the crafting book is helping you to put the right items. So that's basically what it should be. Obviously, the operation that you have to do manually, like mix or bake, I mean, is... I don't think it's something that I can make simpler, because it's, anyway, you will have to just move the item and that's it. But for the others, maybe we can. For the combine, maybe we can. The way is a bit how it's designed today, but fuck. Okay, we will use this instead, even if it's just a chest. Yeah, take stack, take all, open inventory, transfer inventory. Well, transferring, so picking out is already here, right? So you can already pick everything that is inside and transfer it automatically to your inventory. So moving out is already here, right? The problem is moving in, correct? And I think that moving in, the only way is if we can automatize a bit this thing. So this combine. I think it depends on the crafting though, because like, I think metallurgy is a bit different, because in metallurgy you do a lot of melting, yes, and maybe you melt a lot of single one. But maybe we could have a way that is just putting 11111 automatically. You know? So I can, so if 111111 is used very often, we could have it's not very easy to do, but we could have a shift drop, right? A shift click, for example. So you take a stack of 3, and then when you drop it, you press shift or control or whatever, and it's just spreading 111111. This thing is not very easy though. This thing is not very easy because actually it is a single transaction, and I mean we can still do it, but the problem is that while the server is spreading the items, you may be dropping something on the other second slot and it may mess up, you know, and it may kind of mess up. Sorry, but why we don't just smelt? Currently it is like that. What do you mean? That you put 111, huh? Control to move the stack and place it. Yes, but when you place it is only one full stack, right? While you said that you want to have the single pieces separate, because they melt quicker if they are. Then hold shift to pick one from the stack. Okay. So you then pick from here and spread them over. Yeah, that's a bit annoying, I understand. There should be a way. I mean, we can also, I think something that would not be too hard, you know, is to add so for example, if we have a special slot, which is, I don't know, up here or whatever, you know, which is called like spread. I don't know how to call it, but you know, just call a spread that you just drop here and boom, 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 it's spreading it over automatically, right? Just click on the stack while holding shift and it will spread in container. Yeah, that's also a possibility. Why not melting faster by one, but one by one? Because I think that different crafting practices have different ways of doing things. So sometimes you need a stack of 2, sometimes you need a stack of 1. So I think that metalworking is special because it's basically melting one by one, but you may have other cases in which you need a quantity too. So the code at the moment is considering what you put, whatever you put, the way you put it, and is seeing if there is a proper transformation available. Changing that is quite complex. I don't think I can change it easily, but I think I can automate, you know, better or spread better. Maybe the click spread is the easiest, really. Well, we can also do something similar. Wait, I have an idea, I think. It's just a bit annoying from the UI point of view. But, you know, I could extend this box, right? I could extend this box. I think this is probably the best idea. This is probably the best idea and also the easiest to do. So let's assume that I extend this pop-up, okay? I extend this pop. No, let me do it differently. So I extend this pop-up so that when you click it, he also has additional buttons, which may be a bit annoying, but anyway, he has additional buttons, and there is one button that is called take all. Yeah, but take all is just a matter of clicking. I don't know what is the easiest, but I could have here, you know, a spreading container, like a spread button, and that is not too hard to do. I think, I'm not completely sure, but it should not be too crazy. So basically, if you click on a stack and then you click on spread and you have a container selected, because obviously the point is that you need to have a container selected, it will spread it for you. Click spread will bug with 2 types of object? No, because it will just search the available slots. Right? So let's imagine that this one is busy, this one is busy, this one is busy. It will just, you know, it will just put one item here, one item here. It will just find the empty ones and fill them up to the total amount of your stack, if it fits. If it doesn't fit, I think it will tell you, sorry, it doesn't fit. Because if it doesn't fit, let's say that you have a stack of 64 or 65 and you do spread in a thing like this, I think it's a bit annoying to split your stack first and only put the reminder here. Click spread by, so it will work for ingot, but there are stocks. 10 molten iron. It will detect stacks of 10 and spread it to make stocks. No. I mean, it should put 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. This is what you're saying? Hey, no, it doesn't know. I mean, it can spread. We can have a spread by 5, a spread by 10, a spread by 1. We can have 3 buttons. I don't know, but... I mean, at that point, I would prefer to have it here. You know? That you click on... So imagine that here you have the stock thingy, right? And you click on the stock and you get the description. And the description says 10 molten iron. And so, you know, you say molten iron. So you say 10, right? And then you click on transfer. And then again, transfer. And it will transfer 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. I don't know. I think in the crafting window is the place that makes more sense instead of the inventory, because in the inventory, you know, you don't know. You may be trading with other people. You may just be moving stuff between your containers. You may be dropping stuff on the ground. So I'm not a fan of this one because you don't know. Yeah, you can check if you have a container selected, but still doesn't mean that you are crafting. When you are operating on your inventory, doesn't mean that you are crafting. While here we are sure that you are crafting. In this window, we are 100% sure that you are crafting. So I would prefer to have the button here. You can loop through the slots, count empty slot and divide. The pile quantity and number of slots. Yeah, the problem is that certain recipe, like for example, the metalworking is requiring 10 of each type. Then, for example, here you see bakery, right? So you are making food. And food is requiring a certain amount of eggs, milk, and flour. And the numbers can be any number. It can be like 7, 3, 5, 22. So I think to me the best is this. Is that we find a way to know. Yeah, but is it only on the combines or is it also... because it's not only on the combine, because for example, now this one is saying mix slop into butter, but it may say mix 10 slop into butter, right? So I don't know how smart can we make. At the moment, everything is dynamic, so there is nothing hard-coded, right? So all this stuff is basically generated on the fly, and all this stuff is generated on the fly based on some rules that we have in the database, but there is nothing hard-coded like, hey, the sweet whey bread needs to be done this way, you know? There is nothing hard-coded in my code. It's all database, and I'm just loading the data and doing everything else dynamically, which is very nice. Yeah, I never use crafting a lot. I mean, I know the basics, but I never checked. The expert of crafting is Eonwind, Davide. Eonwind is the guy that designed all the combination. Well, not all, because there were different people in the past. But anyway, he knows it. Also, Tua knows it very well. We actually had many discussions on this for making it more automatic, right? And there were many ideas. I think it's probably in another place. It's probably under Dropbox. Where is my Dropbox? I have no idea where is my Dropbox on this PC. I see. So if I go under plane shift rules, maybe. Yes. We had all these ideas, a million ideas, on how to redesign completely there's one named Talad, so maybe I'm opening this one because probably this one I did. Yes. So this one was a way to redesign completely the crafting functionality. So basically you had at the top the books that you own, and you would click on a book and it would show you on the left everything that you can do in a kind of a hierarchy, right? And then it would also tell you, and it is a bit the special thing, how many of that thing you had. Okay, so like if here you have 0 mace, but you have 1 flanged mace in your inventory at the moment. And then if you click on one, so for example here I clicked on mace kit, it will show you on the right side the description of the mace kit, the materials required, that as you can see here the mace kit is made of a mace battle handle and a spiked mace, so it's exactly this. Which ones are required and which one you have. So in this case you have 3 of this one and 0 of this one, so you actually cannot make it because you are missing 1 spiked mace, right? And then you would basically click on craft, having the, and you can search with the filter, yes. You would basically click on craft, and assuming that you have the right tools around you, so being a forge or being, you would just do it. So no, but I don't have to use it to know that it's time consuming. I mean, I know it, right? I know that it's time consuming. I can test it, but I know that it's time consuming. Now, this is something that is very far away what we have now, and is also very complex to make from scratch. What I did is the hierarchy. This is the hierarchy, which was not existing in Legacy, which is kind of the first piece, you know, of the remake, which is this part here on the left, the hierarchy of items, because I think in the old game was very difficult to understand what was made of what, right? And if you just read the crafting book in the old game, is a mess. Is really a mess. Very hard to. While here you immediately see that in this book you can make 3 things: 1, 2, and 3, which are the end items of this book, right? So this was a bit of a start, you know, of remaking the crafting window. But then we also had other ideas. I think the original idea was probably different. Yeah, this one was the one that I made, the initial design. But then we had so many other thingies. Container. There was all reasoning that we did on the... For example, this one was different, was splitting, was having tabs at the top where you could click on the books, on the container, on the tool, on the material, on the craft. I think at the end my design is better. So this design is kind of combining everything. Oops. It's kind of combining... come on, can I... Combining everything together. And I think it's probably the best, but it's not very easy to do. I mean, it's doable. Everything is doable in software, but... I think we already did a progress. I don't know if you like this one. I mean, if you like the structure, but I think to me the structure is already a big improvement compared to before, right? Yeah, they can use the search, but the point is that they have to go through the steps. So it's not that you get, you know, the final item like the nutty whey bread and you just build this one if you don't have the nutty slop, right? All the whey bread. So you anyway need to know what is the structure to start to build the pieces at the bottom and then roll it up to make the pieces at the top, right? So it's like a sequence. And actually the sequence goes the opposite way, right? So you start from these, which are the basic ingredients, and then you go up, 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 and you make the final item. So I think that the... you never like the book idea? Yeah, but the book idea is important because it allows to know what you are doing, right? It's like you open the book in front of you and you read the recipe. So that's the idea. The book is that you have the book open and you execute what is in the book, and the book actually contains this, and it helps us somehow because whenever you have the book in the right slot is we can filter only the combination of that book, right? And so it's much less intensive on the server. Because this thing, anyway, from the server point of view, is pretty intensive, right? So it takes quite some time to do it. To calculate, right? To calculate what is gonna happen. When you drop something in a container, the server is automatically starting to check if there are some potential transformation possible. And when you combine as well, so there is really a lot going on. Now this part, right, this part is a bit similar to, not exactly, but is a bit similar to this one. I think in this one, my only mistake, I think is a mistake of this design, are the variable quantities. Because this design doesn't consider that maybe for certain crafting, the requirement is not only 1, but the requirement can be between 1 and 3, right? And can you check the recipe on the client side? No, because otherwise they will cheat like hell. So everything needs to be validated by the server anyway. So it's the server that is deciding if something is valid or not, or the people will just modify the client and craft whatever they want with no materials, right? And if you need to do the validation server side after they choose, is the same problem, right? So you go back to the same. Yeah, but this design has this problem of quantity. You see that, for example, here was saying container anvil not in range. So the idea was that it could sense around you if you have the anvil or not. And if you have it, he uses it. If you don't have it, he's telling you that it's not in range and so you cannot craft. Right? But this was a very, I would say, futuristic idea. I mean, it's basically destroying the system that we have today, and it is nearly a remake by scratch. But when I was doing this, I was just thinking, what would be an easy way, right, to craft? And also here you have a 1 to max, so you can decide how many of this maze kit you want to craft. If you click on max, you just craft all the ones for which you have materials in your inventory. So overall, so much simpler. Basically, at that point, it becomes just like opening this window, clicking on everything and trying to click craft to see if something happens, you know? Without not even reading anything. You would just go click on the first craft, click on the second craft, click on the third craft. Ah, okay, this one I can make. Well, actually, click only on the yellow, because I think the yellow are the one that you can make, probably, yeah. And this is the crafting progress, with the estimated time as well, and the potential quality that comes out as a result. This was also estimating the quality. But anyway, yeah, this was a, I don't know, I think we are going in the direction of simplifying, but again, my main objective at the moment is really to port the game pretty much as is. And while I'm going through it, yes, I'm doing some improvements. For example, this one is an improvement. But I don't want to really, you know, start to make major changes. Also because major changes means major changes in the database, and this means that the data start to become not compatible anymore with the old data, or anyway there is the risk to make it not compatible, and this means that the migration becomes harder and everything becomes harder. So the objective at the moment is to port what we have, making some improvements, but not really create a completely different system. Otherwise, we will do it after. We will do it when everything will be in Unreal and all the players will be in Unreal. Then we will do it. Now the problem of the shift and the control is that if I click on shift, my character is actually, well, the shift I think I can do it with no problem. The shift is very easy. The shift I think is super easy. The control is a bit more annoying. Ah no, actually she doesn't crouch. Why she doesn't crouch? Ah, because sorry, the control is the switch between run and yeah, because the control is the switch between run and walk. So I mean, I can somehow detect it. I can somehow detect it and check if you are in the inventory and you are picking up one item or full items. By the way, you can also type here. I don't know if you know it, but you can type any value here. Obviously, it must be a valid value, otherwise it's not doing it. But if you type 2, it's going to take 2. Right? So that value is something that you can check the available receipt and do the search on the client, the server just check. Yeah, but if you have to do the server check, you are back to the to the same performances. So at that point, you just do it on the server in the first place, right? So it's easier. It's easier just to do it like we do it now, so that the server is just doing all the calculations. Okay. Anyway, we fixed the good thing is that we fixed the ammo. Bow to be equipped only on the left hand, and then we said ammo equipped only on the right hand, and then we did usage of ammo and clear of inventory slots. So all of that we did tonight, which is pretty good. Actually, there were not too many changes, but so all of this is done now. And the next one will be fixing mount, which I guess will be tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening. I don't think I can go much further tonight because I need to do a lot of stuff tomorrow, but it's already kind of midnight, so I think we can close it here. But it was a good discussion anyway. I think we can keep those bugs, you know. Yeah, can you just please not put it in bug tracker, because I think is the wrong category and is really messing up the search. Because bug tracker means there is a problem with the fly spray. You need to put it under or crafting UI, but I think crafting is okay. No, this one was not crafting, by the way. This one was what? Trying to withdraw 4 items from your storage. Select withdraw, select amount, nothing happens. You are not able to withdraw a specific amount of items from your storage. That's very, very strange. I think this guy should be storage. Withdraw. Amount is not activated. This is what you mean? Yes, probably was not implemented. A specific amount. Okay. Yeah. That is known. I didn't implement it. I did not implement. This one should go under trading and exchange. I think there is probably an exchange category. I mean, categories are not super important, but it helps us to, for example, group the same bugs. I think user interface is good. Engine user interface. Opening small inventory windows from the furnace window. Yeah, you always need to specify what you are expected to do, because it's not clear to me what it should do instead, right? So you click on the look icon of the furnace in open a window. None of the icons open your personal inventory. None of the icons. Open your personal inventory. It should be this one. No, no, it's not. Open inventory. Oh, it's not working. Okay. Probably it's this one, it's not working. Yeah, you can just say, I mean, a simpler way to say is just open inventory window does not work or something, because as it is described, it's not very easy to... But okay, this one is UI as well. This should be very easy to fix. Very, very easy to fix. User interface. Yes, these one are the two that are also user interface, and this one I need to understand what to do with this shift. I mean, I can implement the shift and control. I think is not a problem. The shift and control I think can be implemented. But maybe while I'm doing that, I can do something better. So this is why I was thinking to. You are not a native English speaker? No problem, no problem. I think I can understand anyway what you said here. I can understand. It just takes a bit for me to understand it, but it's okay. No, these are good anyway. These reports are good because they are, you know, outlining something that is missing and something that I need to fix. I think, for example, all of these are fairly easy to fix. We can do it tomorrow evening, I think. Some of this we can do tomorrow evening are kind of easy. Also, the progress window we can check. It should be there. If it's not there, it's probably a regression or... So we can... I think we can fix these ones. It's very good. It's very good that you added these ones. Very, very good. Very good. When sharpening the sharpening stone, a progress window will be... okay, the progress window. Okay. I remember we had it, but maybe it's a regression and now it's no more there. Yes, I think all this one we can fix. Very easy. Very, very easy. So we can probably do it tomorrow. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. If you want to click on follow on Twitch, will be nice. If you want to click on subscribe on YouTube as well, will be nice. And also if you want to check our Patreon site, which is patreon.com/planeshift, where you can get access to the alpha and to some videos and other stuff that I post at times. If you are already a Patreon, just check that everything is working. Maybe just log in and check in your account option if everything is working, because I saw a lot of messages of we were like 49 and now we are 41, so there can be just something that is not activated on your side. Okay, see you tomorrow, boys. Bye bye. Good night.